I just want you to chop down and across. Perfect. And the way I've got it, it's almost feeling like Danielle needs to chop and come around her body. But since I've got the pull behind her, she's going to finish way up front. So finish up front, but bend those elbows. Remember, don't just sweep it. It's a pull to a push. So pull to your chest. Good. Tricep press it out. It's got to look a lot more like that. When she pushes to the front of her body, she's biasing anterior, okay? But she could also be chopping from this direction, pulling all the way down and back, biasing the back side of her body. Try the other side. And wind up in front of you. There you go. And keep that down. So when you finish, you know you've done the pattern good when the bands and the arms line up. And see that lineup we've got? From any angle you look at it, we've got that line. Finish at that same spot every time, right here at the end of the stick. Good. Don't lose your balance and work it out. Now, people often confuse which leg goes up here. Well, if we go ahead and bring this leg up in a half kneeling chop and lift, okay, we're going to come right across the top of that thigh and finish where the other knee would be if they were both up, and come back down. And I've often heard people say, like, go, would you ever do it to the other side? There's really no anatomical reason to do it. If she were being asked to stand from a lunge position and you could use your upper body to help, that's exactly what you do. So stand on up. A chop and a lunge blend together in that. So that natural orientation. When we're half kneeling, we can find out a lot. And when I'm seeing people in the FMS that have ones on stuff like hurdle step and lunge, they don't like one of these positions. So in one position, they're going to be a lot more stable than the other. And a half kneeling chop or lift really exposes that. So whether she's doing Indian clubs in this position, doing med ball slams in this position, or we're basically doing a chop with a stick or bands in this position, she's going to get a lot. Now, she's got the band. She's going to be doing the chop. Now, I'm going to show you some of the things that are overlooked when people are coaching a half kneeling chop or lift. Go ahead and do about 3. And you can see how wide her base is. She's got about an 8-inch wide base. And the first thing I'm going to do is say narrow that base by bringing that foot right in line with the stick. And remember, it's a pull to a push. So bring it to you and then tricep press it out. There you go. Now, as I remove this stick, I'm really going to make it hard for her because most people want to go up in resistance. I don't. I want to go into a more challenging base. So let's put that foot right where the stick was and come in a little bit more. And perfect. So way more challenge of that lower body posture than upper body pattern. It's not just about how hard we make it. Let's do the half kneeling on the other side and see if you're noticing a left-right difference. Same pull to push. She naturally starts with that same wide base. Keep it close to, there you go. Finish right there. Now, narrow up to where the stick is. Good. Having fun yet?
Yes.
All right. And narrow it just about an inch or two more. And what you're going to start to see is people will start to lean on the band. They'll be very, very challenged. So I'm going to give you one cue here because we can't bridge and we can't do a bird dog, but we can be tall. So get taller right here. Equalize your weight between the front and back. Much better, okay? So people are going to do everything in the world to execute the pattern and they'll give up their posture. She'll slouch, that knee will get wobbly, or without even realizing it, she'll grab a much wider base. So everybody else is looking at the pattern. I'm looking at what it does to the base. I'm looking at what it does to the spine. I'm looking at what it does to the neck. And remember, these are natural movements that happen with the upper body. These are movements that we see in growth and development and as babies are sort of doing a feeding pattern or a protection pattern of their body. So these are very primal movements. So using these with a little bit of resistance to cause poor decision making in your base or poor use of your neck are exactly what I'm using them for. And then I have a breath cue to coach it out or some other type of body posture cue to coach it out.